Okay, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Imperfect Outdoor channel. This is my first product review for this channel, so this will be kind of a little pilot episode for the product reviews we're going to do. Got a few more coming down the line. I'm not going to say what they are, just I'll post them here soon. So, anywho, I figured this will be a first. This will be a good first one to get into. So today we have the Benchmade Meatcrafter that was designed by Steve Rinella and Benchmade. They kind of worked together on this. Anybody who's an outdoorsman knows who Steve Rinella is, and it's got a little bio here with him. Awesome dude, awesome conservationist. Great show the guy has. So we'll unbox it here and kind of let everybody know what we're looking at. So I got to tell you, when I first heard about this knife, I was excited. I was like, man, it's going to be awesome, And when they released it and I saw it, I was almost very disappointed. It's like when I just first looked at it, it didn't strike me as something that I had to have as I'm sitting here holding it. But I don't know. I just didn't give it a second look, really. I was like, well, that just was not what I was expecting at all. And I really kind of shunned this thing. And I'm a nobody, so it doesn't really mean much. But so reason why I'm holding it is me and a buddy of mine go to Indiana deer hunting every year, and we're staying a little longer this year. And I got to thinking about maybe packing a little lighter. I was like, it'd be great because I do most of the cooking and I do the butchering and all that stuff at camp. And I was like, man, it'd just be awesome just to have just one really good knife. I am a buy once, cry once person. I do not like buying garbage. I do not like buying junk. I like to spend the money if I have to and get a good quality product. And this is in no way in conjunction with Benchmade or Steve. This is just me giving you an honest opinion of an average Joe Schmo. And I just like I like really good products. And anybody that knows me will tell you that I don't mind spending the money if I know I'm getting quality. So when I was thinking about a one knife deal for camp cooking, camp kitchen, boning out, breaking and butchering, this knife popped back in my head. And I started looking at it again. And then with that in mind, I started to love the knife. And I started to love the idea of the knife, and then I wanted it. These things are not cheap. This knife cost $320 to get it to me. It was $300 for the knife, $20 for shipping. Yeah, I know. You'd think if you spent $300 with a company, they give you free shipping. But anyway, they're about sold out everywhere, and I got lucky to find it where I did. So I will say this. I've not used the knife yet, but I can already tell that it's just going to be a great everyday camp knife. Whether you're trout fishing, it's going to be a perfect fillet knife. Whether you're out deer hunting, or work in a kitchen camp, you can do anything with this knife. You can cut your potatoes, cut your onions, and then go over there and bone out the deer somebody drags back to camp. Whatever you want. It's perfectly balanced. The G10 grips are just phenomenal. They got a good swell on them. They fit. I've got very large hands, and they fit my hand perfectly. And this knife is extremely, extremely sharp. Even so that it comes with a warning about putting it back in the sheath, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But S45 steel, I think it's something new that they come out with. It does have a bit of flex to it, which I like. It's for a boning knife. I love it. So really, that's all I got to say about it. I haven't really used it. I plan on butchering many deer with it this year, and I'm looking forward to using it at camp. I'm looking forward to using it for butchering deer. I'm looking forward to using it for boning out deer. And anyway, once I get the meat off the deer, I can use it as a breaking knife to to cut steaks or whatever out of the tenderloin. So it is a one-stop shop, and for that, it's worth the money. And it's Benchmade, so I know I got a quality knife. Yeah, I spent $320 for it, but I mean, this is a knife that will last me forever, as long as I take care of it, which I do. I mean, I take care of my stuff. So anyway, about the sheath. I got a $320 knife. I did not get a $320 sheath. And this, again, is in 100% my opinion. I don't like the sheath. I just think it could have come with a better sheath. And the problem here is it comes with a warning about putting the knife back in the sheath. If you don't hold this knife perfectly right, or angle it or tilt it at a certain point at a perfect time, you cannot get that thing back in that sheath. And that becomes very dangerous, because they'll tell you straight up on the website that this knife will cut through this sheath, and I believe them, because every time I do try to put it back in the case, see, it wasn't in there right, I get little black cuts and smudges of this sheath all over this knife. Sorry. So there's a fix for that. I'm actually talking to a leather holster making company, a knife sheath making company, about making a custom made slide in sheath that is really safer and has actually a belt loop or maybe like a dangler on it or something like that. It's not just for storage, because that's all this is. It's just for storage. I mean, I'd rather have something on me to where I can just put it back in there. Yeah, you're going to have to clean it if you're cutting and stuff and everything, but whatever, you can put a hole in the bottom of it, which that does. I mean, you can drain it out, but this is strictly for storage. And I feel like the thing's dangerous. It scares me every time I put the thing in there, because I know one slip of this knife, just based on how sharp it feels, I know one slip of that knife in the wrong way, and I'm going to be halfway through my hand before I realize I've cut myself. So I'm being a little proactive on it and everything. I'm having a custom sheath made for it. So I'll do a review on that once I get it done. I'm working with the person that does it. And once we come up with a really good design that I'm pleased with, then we'll do a review. But it's got a nice lanyard lip. I mean, the knife's perfect. The sheath, not so much. But anyway, I know it's a hard pill to swallow. Damn, I can't talk. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. $300 for a knife. And trust me, I kind of battle with it myself. But this is a forever knife. As long as you take care of it, it's a forever knife. The steel's good. It'll hold an edge. It'll retain an edge. It should sharpen pretty easily. It'll be something you can pass down when you're done with it. So anyway, that's my review. Love the knife. Hate the sheath. See, that's what I'm talking about. Absolutely scares the hell out of me putting this thing in there. And see, it's jammed up, so I got to put it. Yeah. And that's still not right. See, it's wide open. So you got to sit here and fiddle with it. And I guarantee you there's all kinds of black stuff all over my knife, because it's sitting there just shaving that, whatever the material this is. It's not Kydex. There it is. So finally got it popped in there. So anyway, my only argue is if Benchmade got to the point to where they had to actually put a warning about putting the knife in the sheath, then they should have stopped right there. And they should have designed, they should have designed a better sheath. But overall, I could not be happier with the knife, given what I want it to do, what I need it to do, and what it's going to do. Well worth the money. Thanks for watching.